Right. So adrenaline is released by the adrenal glands, as you may guess, and renal means kidney. So the idea is that the adrenal glands are located just above your kidneys. Okay, and it is often known for causing the fight or flight response, right? Which probably sounds familiar to you. The idea that either you're going to stand your ground and fight, or you're going to run away as fast as you can. Either way, it's a response. This hormone is one that can act within a matter of seconds. It can flood your body as a response to stress. Right. And the problem is that, of course, we've developed. So adrenaline is not specific to humans. Most mammals have it, and I think other animals may have different forms of it as well, similar forms. And it's a survival technique, right? The idea is that you have gone into survival mode, and the problem is that it's a response to stress. So, and the issue is that your body doesn't understand that, for example, your stress may be sitting down to take a test, talking to somebody that you like, things like that. It just knows that you are stressed, and therefore it releases adrenaline. Because historically, of course, evolutionarily, stress meant you might die. It doesn't usually mean that now. So the idea is that the all of the subsequent reactions or responses of your body are aimed towards survival. Um, and when we talk about the fight or flight response, you can call it that, but more accurately, what you're talking about is that you are readying your body for physical action, right? So whether you're going to stand your ground and fight, or whether you're going to run away, either way, you need all resources available you can for physical action. So that's what the adrenaline does. And all of the ways it does that, you should be familiar with. Right. So one of the big things that it does is it increases your heart rate. You should also know why these things happen. I'll write them down and then get through it. Okay. Increases the heart rate. It increases your breathing rate. Okay. It increases the blood flow to certain parts of your body. All right. Specifically the muscles. So, sorry, increases blood flow to muscles because those are the part of your body that you're going to need when you're preparing for physical response. It decreases blood flow to other parts of your body that it doesn't perhaps consider critical, such as your intestines. So if you eat a big meal and then you get a big stress, you may feel a little sick to your stomach because your body's decided that digestion isn't the critical thing to worry about right now. So it decreases blood flow to the gut, I'm going to say, because it's shorter to write, but the intestines or around the stomach. Okay. It causes the release of glucose. And you may want to watch the insulin video for specifics on how this works. But the idea is that it causes an increase in blood glucose levels. Oops. And the reason for that is that way there's more glucose available for the muscles to do aerobic respiration. All right. The same thing here when it increases the heart rate and the breathing rate. Both of them are making both glucose and oxygen available for your muscle cells for more aerobic respiration. Because remember, if given the choice, your muscles want to do aerobic respiration. It's a much more efficient way of producing energy. All right. So the heart rate obviously means that the transport of the glucose and oxygen to the muscles is faster, and the breathing rate means that you're going to introduce more oxygen into the blood because you're increasing the amount of oxygen that your blood is taking up in the alveoli. All right. So all of those things are for the benefit of the muscles so that they can do aerobic respiration. Right. Now there are a couple other things that happens. Your pupils dilate. That means get bigger. And the reason for that is that it increases visual sensitivity to movement. It doesn't actually improve your vision, all right? But it allows more light in, and so what it's doing is you're more alert for things that are moving. Again, think back to a survival technique, this would be useful. Sitting for a test, perhaps not so much. So the pupils dilate, and the other thing is that your body hair stands up. Not very impressive in humans. We don't have a lot of body hair. Speaking in relation to most of the animal kingdom. But if you've ever seen a cat or a dog, when they get scared, their hackles rise, and so all of the fur stands up on their back and things like that. That's what that is. That's a response caused by adrenaline. Okay. And the idea is that it makes you look bigger and more imposing to whatever might be threatening you. Um, and your reaction time actually decreases, meaning that you react to something faster. Space here. So when I say the reaction time decreases, I actually mean it gets faster. All right. So those are all the responses. Those are the things, the physical changes that adrenaline brings about, and it all is caused as a response to stress, either positive or negative. If you get really, really excited about something, adrenaline can also be released.